In every era, there's one player who bends time itself. Jordan ruled the 90s. Kobe ruled the 2000s. But then came LeBron James, the man who refused to age, refused to fade, and refused to stop breaking the game's logic.
If you take his name off his stats, you're gonna be like, yo, this is the greatest player of all time.
I always feel like I'm the best to ever play this game.
We forget he's the smartest dude.
His brain is what makes him great.
And this guy's he's a genius.
Like, if you watch him play, he's always playing chess before he even puts his body into the game.
21 seasons. That's not a career, that's a dynasty. In a league built to chew players up and spit them out before they hit 35, LeBron James is still rewriting the manual on human endurance. Since 2003, he's been through 3 generations of NBA basketball. He debuted when Shaq was still dominating, survived the Kobe era, and now he's going toe-to-toe with kids who grew up using him in NBA 2K. Think about that. He's played against Vince Carter and Victor Wembanyama. That's not longevity. That's time travel. Most players hit their peak around 28. After that, it's all downhill, more ice baths, fewer posters. LeBron? He hit 38 and said, "Cool, let's drop 38 again." But on your favorite young star, bro's been washed since 2018. And he's still outscoring your franchise player. So how does he do it? It's not magic. It's math. A perfectly engineered mix of body science, recovery, and freak-level discipline. LeBron spends over $1.5 million every year just to maintain his body. Not to improve it, to preserve it. We're talking cryotherapy chambers, hyperbaric oxygen tanks, personalized recovery sensors, and a chef whose job is literally to keep his macros in harmony. While most players invest in Lamborghinis, LeBron invested in longevity. He doesn't own a car, he is the Ferrari.
When something is going on, when there's adjustment that need to be made, how you process that, what's your process like, the things that you go through, how you land here or land there.
He's dominated this era of basketball that he's played in. Everything that he's learned, he's taught himself.
Right.
He hasn't had that Bill Russell or that OG to sit down and talk. He's been the guy.
In 2023, he averaged 25.7 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists in his 20th season. That's the same production he had at 25. Only now he's doing it with 3,000 more minutes of mileage than anyone else in history. Other players retire with farewell tours. LeBron just schedules another gym session. You see, LeBron didn't beat time. He partnered with it. He turned the aging curve into a business model. Every offseason, he updates himself like software. Each year, he drops a new version. LeBron 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. And every update just breaks the system again. The secret to his longevity isn't just in the training room. It's in his discipline. No scandals. No wasted years. Just relentless focus.
My athleticism goes down a little bit. I knew I could expand my game. Well, early on, it was a lot of just speed and just jumping and then figuring it out. As you get smarter and smarter, you say, okay, well, teams now know that they can kind of key in on these things. So how can I make sure that I'm unguardable?
Because greatness isn't built in moments, it's built in maintenance. 21 seasons later, he's not chasing records. He's chasing consistency. And in a league obsessed with peaks, LeBron became the mountain. Because behind the body, there's the empire. And that's where things get really interesting. They say Father Time is undefeated. But apparently, nobody told LeBron James. Because while other players are fighting the clock, LeBron hired it as part of his team. And the secret weapon? A billion-dollar body built from science, obsession, and more discipline than a Navy SEAL on leg day. Every year, LeBron spends over $1.5 million just maintaining himself. And no, not on jewelry, not on cars, not on tequila. On his body. Cryotherapy chambers. Hyperbaric oxygen pods. Custom sleep chambers that make his bedroom look like Iron Man's lab. You name it, he's tried it. The man probably has a recovery playlist longer than his highlight reel. LeBron isn't training to get stronger, he's training to stay perfectly functional. Every movement, every meal, every hour of sleep is optimized. His chef measures sodium levels like it's a NASA mission. His trainer tracks joint angles with infrared sensors. You think you know what discipline is? LeBron's version comes with data analytics. Meanwhile, some rookies are still eating hot Cheetos before games. In his late 30s, LeBron isn't supposed to be flying down the lane like a superhero. He's supposed to be slowing down, coaching, mentoring, coasting. But instead, he's still averaging over 25 points per game. Let that sink in. He's outproducing 24-year-olds while carrying more mileage than a used Tesla. Age 38 season. 25.3 ppg, 7.1 rpg, 7.4 apg. At this point, his durability deserves its own Hall of Fame wing. LeBron's secret isn't just hard work, it's precision. He doesn't guess, he calculates. Every offseason is a lab test. Every season is an experiment. He once said, "If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready." That's not motivation, that's maintenance philosophy. And here's the irony. The older he gets, the less he trains like a typical athlete. He's evolved from brute strength to smart energy usage. It's like watching an iPhone update that actually makes it faster. LeBron isn't running from age. He's just optimizing the firmware. Most players hit a wall. LeBron built a foundation. And every year, he adds a new floor: recovery, nutrition, sleep, biomechanics. He doesn't chase the fountain of youth. He built it inside himself. And that's the true genius behind the billion-dollar body. It's not about muscles. It's about maintenance. Because while the rest of the league trains to win seasons, LeBron trains to outlive eras. But what happens when the mind becomes sharper than the body? That's when legends turn into strategists. They say athleticism fades, speed slows, explosiveness disappears. But what happens when your mind becomes your most dangerous weapon?
Gritty team, Toronto, although they're playing shorthanded. As LeBron goes baseline, two-hand jam. LeBron making wide.
Welcome to LeBron James 3.0, the version that doesn't just play the game, he hacks it. At 21, he was an athlete. At 31, he became a leader. But now, he's a grandmaster wearing a jersey. LeBron doesn't just see the court, he predicts it. Opponents say he knows your plays before you run them. Coaches say he studies film like a scientist. Teammates say he calls defensive rotations in real time for both teams.
I'm gonna take Bron's just IQ. That can come out a lot of different ways, how you manage a game. I've never said he's the one dude, like for 48 minutes, the ultimate challenge of being able to control the tempo and the flow of a game single-handedly is insane. So I take those two skill sets.
At this point, he's not reading the game, he's reading your thoughts. LeBron's mind is basketball AI before AI was even trending. He processes spacing, timing, and personnel like data streams. The court is his code, and he debugs defenses mid-play. And that's why even when his vertical dropped, his value didn't. Because LeBron stopped trying to outrun people and started outsmarting them. He doesn't jump over you anymore. He just reprograms the play until you move out of the way. This version of LeBron doesn't need 40-point explosions. He controls rhythm. He dictates tempo. He's the one who decides when you lose. It's not luck, it's LeBron. His basketball IQ is absurd. He can recall entire possessions, who shot, where, and how, from games played 10 years ago. That memory isn't a gift, it's a habit. Hours of film, decades of patterns. He treats film study like a second job, because for him, every frame is a clue. Some guys watch highlights. LeBron watches angles of failure. But this mental evolution didn't happen overnight. It was built from pain, from losing finals, from being doubted, from learning that raw power isn't enough. After Miami, he didn't just get stronger, he got smarter. After Cleveland, he didn't just become a champion, he became a strategist. And with the Lakers, he became something even greater, a teacher of greatness. And now, every move he makes isn't just for the win, it's for the next generation. He's mentoring while competing, coaching while still destroying defenses. LeBron's not playing the game anymore. He's designing it for whoever comes next. The physical king conquered the league, but the mental king? He conquered time. Because when your IQ outlives your athleticism, you don't retire. You evolve. And while the mind controls the court, off the court, the empire keeps growing. Most players build a career. LeBron James built an empire. He's not just surviving after 20 seasons. He's multiplying. Every dunk, every decision, every dollar, all of it feeds the machine of an empire that stretches far beyond the court. Let's get one thing straight. LeBron isn't playing checkers with fame. He's playing 4D Monopoly. While most stars buy cars and mansions, LeBron buys influence. He invests in ownership. We are talking about Spring Hill Entertainment, his own media company valued at $725 million. The creative force behind Space Jam, A New Legacy, The Shop, and multiple Netflix and Amazon productions. He's not just in front of the camera. He owns the camera, while other players post interviews. LeBron produces them, but the empire doesn't stop in Hollywood. LeBron's portfolio is a masterclass in smart diversification. He's a co-owner of Fenway Sports Group, which means he owns stakes in the Boston Red Sox, Liverpool FC, and AC Milan. He turned a simple endorsement with Blaze Pizza into a $30 million investment. That's right. The guy turned pizza into passive income. Some play for rings. LeBron plays for equity. And it's not just about money, it's about meaning. LeBron didn't just build wealth. He built impact. In 2018, he opened the I Promise School in Akron, Ohio, a fully funded public school for at-risk kids, offering free tuition, meals, and even college scholarships. That's not philanthropy for PR. That's legacy engineering. He knows that real kings don't build castles. They build kingdoms where others can grow. LeBron also changed the blueprint for athlete empowerment. He created his own management company, Clutch Sports Group, with Rich Paul, and together they flipped the power structure of the NBA. Now, players negotiate their own destinies.
Play longer because it's kids.
That's his new motivation. I gotta stay here another 2 years, get Bronny in this, and then I'm out of here.
They don't wait for opportunities, they own them. If the NBA were chess, LeBron made the players kings, and the agents billionaires. And here's the wildest part. He's done all this while still averaging 25-7-7 on the court. LeBron isn't juggling careers. He's blending them. Basketball, business, culture, education. They all orbit around his gravitational pull. He's become more than an athlete. He's a brand of excellence. And every move he makes is calculated to echo long after he leaves the game. LeBron James doesn't chase legacy. He builds it, brick by brick, decision by decision. When the final buzzer of his career sounds, he won't just leave behind stats and banners. He'll leave a blueprint for every athlete who dreams of being more than the game. And that's the true power of the empire beyond the court. You can retire your jersey, but you can't retire influence. You could feel it, the weight of 20 years collapsing into one shot. That wasn't just a bucket, it was a statement. Consistency is the new greatness, because greatness isn't about one night, or one ring, or one finals MVP. It's about doing it over and over and over again until the impossible becomes your normal. LeBron didn't just change how players play. He changed how they think, how they invest, how they lead, how they grow. He turned the modern athlete into a brand, a movement, a mindset. Every kid who now says I'm more than an athlete owes a royalty check to LeBron James. And now, as his own son Bronny enters the league, LeBron's story is about to become something we've never seen before. A father passing the crown on the same court where he built it. This isn't the end of an era. It's the continuation of a legacy that proves time doesn't have to take from you. You can take from time. So what's the secret of the eternal king? It's not his body. It's not his mind. It's his ability to evolve, to grow when others plateau, to adapt when others fall, to reinvent when others repeat. Because legends dominate moments. Icons define eras. A reminder that greatness isn't about the highlights. It's about the habits behind them. So next time you see him dunk at 40, remember, that's not defying age. That's mastering time. Because kings don't retire. They just evolve. This is the secrets of the eternal king. If you learned something new today, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the Court of Legends. Because we're just getting started.